In the village of Devaipur, Navratri was a time of joy and devotion. The villagers would gather every night, dancing to the beat of drums, spinning in circles with their colorful clothes flowing like waves. Laughter filled the air, and the sound of dandiya sticks clashing rang out through the village. But not everyone knew the village's dark secret. Long ago, during a Navratri festival, there was a woman named Kamini. She lived alone, on the edge of the village, and people whispered that she practiced dark magic. Afraid of her, the villagers tied her to a tree near the forest and left her to die. Kamini begged for mercy, her voice cracking as she cried out for someone to save her. But no one came. On the 9th night, just before she took her last breath, Kamini cursed the village. On the 9th night of Navratri, I will return. Your happiness will become your nightmare, and your blood will flow in my name. Years passed, and the villagers tried to forget Kamini's curse. But during every Navratri, a strange unease settled over the village, especially on the 9th night. Some said they could hear Kamini's voice in the wind, others claimed they saw shadows moving near the forest. This year, Navratri seemed more festive than ever. The whole village gathered for Garba, spinning and clapping with smiles on their faces. The drums played louder, and the night was alive with excitement. But as the 9th night drew closer, a strange chill filled the air. At midnight, as the villagers danced under the full moon, the music suddenly stopped. The night grew still, and the warm glow of the lamps dimmed. From the edge of the forest, a figure appeared. Dressed in a tattered red sari, her face pale and her long, dark hair covering her eyes, Kamini had returned. The villagers froze in fear. Kamini's eyes glowed red as she moved closer, her footsteps slow but deliberate. Tears filled the villagers' eyes as terror gripped them. They could feel her anger, her pain. A young girl, Sheila, dropped her dandiya sticks and fell to her knees, begging Kamini for forgiveness. Please, spare us. We didn't hurt you. We didn't know. Kamini's voice was cold, like ice. Your ancestors killed me. Now, you will pay for their sins. Suddenly, the dandiya sticks in the villagers' hands began to change. They turned sharp, like jagged bones, cutting into their skin. Panic spread through the crowd as people screamed and tried to run, but their feet wouldn't move. It was as if Kamini was controlling them. With tears streaming down their faces, the villagers were forced to dance, their bodies moving against their will. The dandiya sticks slashed at their flesh, blood splattering the ground where their joyful steps had been just moments before. Kamini stood in the center, her cruel smile growing wider as she watched the chaos unfold. She reveled in their pain, feeding off their fear. The joy of Navratri had turned into a nightmare, just as she had promised all those years ago. By dawn, the village of Devaipur was silent. The ground was soaked in blood, and the once happy faces of the villagers were now frozen in terror. Kamini had claimed her revenge. And from that day on, no one in Devaipur celebrated Navratri. The village, once filled with life, was abandoned, haunted by the memory of Kamini and the curse of the 9th night.
If you like this video, subscribe our channel.